Hey, welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. I'm your host. It's Paul Motley here again with yet another daily podcast for you. And I just want to go over, right, we are just talking about, I'm just thinking about it. I mean, we're on the 28th of December now, and it's been a crazy year for many reasons, right? Like most of you, I have been pulled this way and that way, shiny object syndrome to the max. And what I want to be able to do is in 2021, I know a lot of people say you just focus on one thing, but if you also believe a lot of other people, they say millionaires have at least 7 income streams. So I don't want to shut everything else down and just focus on one thing, because I think there's no harm in having a few different streams of income. Mainly reason being is that, and I'm going on an experience now, if one thing suddenly stops working, then, you're dead in the water. And, you're having to literally go back to square one, and, panic sets in and everything else like that. And what was interesting was that right at the end of 2019, I started taking and paying more attention to one guy in particular, which was Blake Newbar, because I loved what he was doing with his social media lead machine, and having and using my Facebook profile as a way to generate leads and sales wasn't new to me, but he just put it together in such a great way, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to follow the training, see what happens. And early in January, then he put together what we call a partner program, right? Which basically meant that he was sharing his funnel, his ideas and everything else, and his training that went with it, and allowing us to partner with him. And so I bought into that, mainly because I thought, right, okay, well, here's a proven system, here's a proven funnel. All we need to do is rebrand it to ourselves and add traffic. And I thought, cool, right, I can do that. And so I went ahead and got into that, and, did pretty well out of it, to be fair. And after a couple of months, he also released an affiliate program for it as well. And all of a sudden things started going crazy. I thought, right, I can do something with this, put a few YouTube videos out, and obviously people were checking out reviews and stuff like that before they went ahead and purchased, and I got a whole bunch of sales. But for some reason, in, I would say, probably August of September, those affiliate sales sort of like stopped, and they were like $500 a pop. So for some time, it was like I was kind of like flying high. I thought, wow, this is amazing. And all of a sudden there was no sales coming in, and I thought, thank goodness I still had my other income streams going on, because if that was all I was relying on, then, because now I'm full-time, so I class it full-time, although I don't work full-time hours. I don't have a regular job, I don't have a regular paycheck, I just work off affiliate commissions. So it was almost like wow, this that could have really hurt, that could have made some serious problems for me. But luckily I still had I would say 2 other major sources of income based around affiliate marketing. So that kind of like saved the day. I went back to like a regular average, and I'm slowly building that up now. And, after going through the process, releasing a couple of my own programs and my own bits and pieces, then, it does kind of like, it does work, if you are making sure that you do have some form of backup. And I would say that if anyone is starting out or just starting to ramp up, scale up their business, especially affiliate marketing, and thinking that maybe it's time they can, lose their job and go forward, then I would say have at least 3 months safety money ready, right? So whatever, work out what you would normally spend, what normally goes out your bank on a regular basis, whether it be mortgage, rent, food, all that wasn't, everything else that you could possibly think of, right, that normally comes out of your account on a monthly basis, and then 3x that. Make sure you have that sat in reserve, because I've seen people which have just thought, I'm going all in, that's it, I'm done. And, I do watch and I do listen, and I see people which become extremely visible but then almost invisible overnight as well. And the reason being is probably because they didn't have that safety net, hasn't quite worked out as well as they'd hoped. Maybe they didn't put the work in, maybe something went wrong with them personally or whatever it was. So I always say, try and have that backup, try and have that safety net ready for you, so that, you know, if things do alter, then, you know, you're not going to be left dead in the water and wondering what the heck to do next. So that was kind of like my experience really going through this year, and I wanted to make sure that you guys take that on board and look at it from your own perspective as well, and think, right, make sure you're doing the right stuff. Yeah, make sure that you are building towards something, because ultimately we are all in this for our own personal freedom, and freedom can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For me personally, it was a freedom of choice, to choose what I did and when I did it. That was my freedom, and, you know, thankfully I was able to attain that in 2020, even though the world was going through this crazy time with the pandemic and everything else like that. In some ways, I think it probably helped, because there was more and more people out there looking to, you know, sort of like either replace or at least rejuvenate some income by going online. And, you know, I can see that 2021 being exactly the same, if not even better. So, yeah, so just keep plugging out there. Make sure that you have a solid plan for 2021. Keep listening to this podcast, because I'm going to keep pushing through with daily episodes for you guys, because I want to make sure that I deliver as much value as possible to you. And also as well, it's kind of like almost like a document, a journey of for myself as well. So it's accountability and consistency that is going to win the day. So that's me. I'm going to sign off, and I'll catch up with you all again tomorrow.